What's up, guys? That Really Ghost Guy here, and we are back playing Warframe. So, I want to talk a little bit about something today. Unfortunately, I won't be able to make it the second mission of the Ambulance Reborn today because we're still a little ways away from the requirement, but I will definitely have a video up tomorrow because I could see within the next hour or two us getting everything we need for the for that mission. But unfortunately, you know, that may not happen too soon, so I wanted to get a video out for you guys at a good amount of time today before it gets too late. So but I do want to talk about something which has been a little bit irritating in this event so far, and that is toxic players versus toxic, I guess, toxic players, or is that what I just said? Toxic, I don't know, toxic Warframes versus toxic, like players themselves, the actual people in chat that are, like, deciding how you should be playing the game. And what I mean by that is, I've seen it a few times already this event, and this happens with all games that are like party-based MMO whatever type games. You'll always encounter players like this, and there's a lot of them out there. But at the same time, I also just want to say that there are a lot of great players out there. There are a lot of guys out there that will, like, you know, they'll help you level up. They'll help you mod, they'll help you, you know, build your frames, they'll help you get missions done that, you know, you're struggling with. There's a lot of good players out there. So I don't mean this as like everybody is toxic that plays this game, because that's absolutely not true. And that's part of what I love about this game, is that there is a really good community out there for Warframe, and unfortunately, you run into a few people that are whether it be they're being selfish or whether they just sometimes people also come across as being jerks or being rude when they're really just trying to be helpful. They just maybe are not wording what they're trying to say all that well. But anyways, let me get into a couple examples. Oh, Daniel the Demon. Oh man, I would love to. Oh man. Oh wait, what just happened? What just happened? It just pulled me out of Warframe. Okay, I'm back in Warframe. Uh-oh, I don't think I'm gonna make it in time. I don't think I can make it to Daniel the Demon's video in time. Let's try it. Let's try it. This would be cool if I made it in. Let's see. Boop. Oh man, I don't know who I would use. And this would totally go against my... Let's just run Mesa. I don't know. Mesa's my go-to. We'll see what happens. Can we get in? This would be cool. Can we do it? Failed to join. That's okay. Oh, poop. Okay, well, that's okay. We'll jump back into a game, and, I've seen Daniel the Demon a couple times. I don't stay too long on Twitch, just because I'm always so busy that I never really get the time and the chance to do so. Oh no, I was doing the alert. Boom, excavation. So, yeah, it would be nice to jump in his game, but anyways, when it comes to players and just the way they kind of act sometimes, basically what I've encountered so far is people in public matches. Granted, I understand when you're partying up and you're looking for players and you have like a closed lobby and you're saying, you know, if you want a specific team composition, it makes sense. So if you decide, hey, I want to run a Speed Nova a Frost, a Trinity for healing, and let's say a Nidus for, you know, his toxic healing stuff, this and that, whatever. Or maybe even an Oberon with his new rework to keep everyone's health up or something like that. Whatever, that's fine. But when you jump it into a public lobby and all you do is complain about you chose the wrong Warframe, you're doing this wrong, I don't want to play with a Frost because his snow globe isn't doing anything, or I don't want to play with a Slova because there's no reason why you should be using a Slova. We need a fast Nova. We should, I don't know. What I'm trying to say is, you should not be jumping into public lobbies and telling other people that you get randomly associated with in a lobby that they are playing the wrong character. If you are going to be picky about what Warframes you're going to be playing with, don't join public lobbies. Because the way I see it is, if you're jumping into a public lobby and you're complaining about what other people are doing, you're doing something wrong. For example, we were in a... I'll give you a couple of examples, actually. We were in the Outer Terminus, farming up the Ambulus, you know, the whole Ambulus thing. And Outer Terminus is a defense mission, and we had a Frost in there. And the Frost was putting his snow globe over the defense point. Now, granted, we were doing enough damage that the enemies were not getting close enough to the cryopod to really do all that much damage to it, but nobody was near the cryopod, so it was fine for there to be a snow globe there as a backup plan. We had a guy that was in the chat basically saying, like, why would you bring Frost into this mission? This snow globe is doing nothing for us. It's useless. You should be playing a different frame. Blah blah blah. Well, you gotta understand that this guy knew he was jumping into a public lobby. He had no idea who he was gonna be thrown in the public lobby with. So he figured, I'm gonna play it safe, and I'm gonna play a character that's gonna make sure this cryopod doesn't die. That's reasonable. If you were playing a Slova, which I've seen the same argument pretty much is, why would you be playing a Slova? It takes too long to do each wave as a Slova. You should be using a fast Nova. And I understand trying to be helpful, and someone saying something along the lines of, hey, you know, we actually could kill the enemies fast enough if you were using a fast Nova, so would it be okay if maybe next round you set your Nova up to run a fast Nova? You know what I mean? That's constructive. That's like constructive criticism. That's fine. You can say that without having to worry. If you're trying to be helpful. But when you literally say, the guy was like, are you seriously using a Slova? It's like, you know, this is just gonna make things so much more difficult. You know that this is just gonna take so much longer. I'm leaving after 5 waves because you should be using a fast Nova. It's like, you jumped into a random lobby and told everybody else that they were playing the wrong way. The other 2 players in the lobby, well, I mean, there were out of the 3 people that were in the lobby, they all were cool with the slow Nova. The other guy was like, "Hey, it's all right as long as you move around. We should be able to kill these guys fast enough. You know, Slova is fine. I'm just glad we have a Nova in the party." You know, it's like everybody else was totally cool with it, but this guy wasn't having it. He was making every excuse why, you know, why we were doing things wrong. It was like, it's like if you don't want to play with a slow Nova, or you don't want to play with certain Warframes, then either make your own lobby or go into the recruit chat and type in looking for fast Nova for Ambulus, you know, Ambulus event or something like that. You know, stop complaining about the way the other people are playing the game. It's just, I don't know. It's so frustrating. They also, I've seen the argument. Speaking of toxic, I saw the argument already. It was when I first joined. Someone already claimed to know everything about the event and how the best way to do it is, even though it was only like an hour into gameplay. But someone was using Saren and doing the toxic exploding Saren thing where you cast the spores on her what's it called, her skin thing, and then he was just blowing it up over and over again and stuff like that. And it was doing good. It was nuking the enemies, and it was doing a good job, but his range wasn't all that incredible, so it wasn't clearing the whole map. So this guy was like, why would you bring Saren in here if, you know, you can't solo this all by yourself? Why would you use this technique when you could be doing this or you could be doing that? Well, maybe the guy doesn't have a, you know, let's say he wanted, or he's saying you should use a fast Nova. Maybe he doesn't have a Nova. Maybe he doesn't have the mods that require that would make a fast Nova. Maybe he just doesn't have that. Maybe he's just very, very comfortable playing Saren. What's wrong with that? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's just, I need to stop playing in public lobbies. I need to start doing more stuff. It's just, I like jumping into quick games. I like doing all that. And that's the thing is I could care less. I could care less jumping in lobbies with players that have a specific way of doing things. And even if they don't agree with how I do things, I don't care. The only thing that's frustrating is when you jump into a lobby and someone's like, "Oh, you're doing it wrong, I'm leaving." And the next thing you know, you're short on guys, you're short on characters, you're short on this, you're short on that. Or you jump in and you're like, "All right, you're like, let's do 20 waves, let's do 20 waves." And then 5 to 10 waves in, someone is like, "Oh, you're doing a terrible job, I'm leaving." And it's like, well, now we gotta start from scratch, we gotta start over, we gotta go find another player to join the lobby, all because you think I'm playing inappropriately. It's like, I don't know. I just hate having to start over and over and over again in, like, survivals and defenses and all that stuff. I hate going 10 waves of defense, trying to at least get to 20, depending on, who you're with. And someone's like, "You know what? You're doing this wrong. You shouldn't be a Frost. You shouldn't be a Nova. You shouldn't be a Saren. So I'm leaving. I'm leaving. You guys are on your own. You guys are doing it wrong. I'm gonna go find people that know what they're doing." It's like, then get out of public lobbies. Just get out of public lobbies. I'm gonna be completely honest. I jumped into this alert, and I was not expecting to finish this. I kind of jumped in just to get away from the grind, and I took in a very lightly modded Ember, and I'm not doing terrible, but I don't know. I'm definitely not making short work of this, but that's all right. I hate to make this video too crazy negative, too, you know, whatever. I kind of want to get on the lighter side of things. Hopefully, you guys are not too upset by. I guess I'm complaining. I guess this is kind of a negative video. I wonder how many people deal with the same issue, or if I'm just I've got bad luck or something. Anyways, on the lighter side of things, Baro Katir is here for this weekend, and he has Prisma Obex, which have a pretty solid status chance at 30, which I'm kind of excited about, and I think it has a faster attack speed. So that's kind of cool. I'm not really a big fan of the Obex whatsoever, but it's good to see another weapon entering the game, even though it's just a variation. To me, it's just going to be mastery rank fodder, but some people are kind of excited about it. I guess if it's good enough, you know, it's a strong enough weapon. You know, more power to players that like that fist weapon combat. I think it's kind of cool. I actually do like the stances and the animations for the, you know, the I guess the kickboxing animation, whatever, the, you know, the punching and kicking melee weapons. So I think it's kind of cool. I just feel like there's so many good melee weapons in the game that it would take something really special for me to get away from some of my favorite melee weapons. So I probably won't be using the Prisma Obex in the near future. I've been considering doing another like energy / corpus based Warframe build, so maybe I'll incorporate the Prisma Obex in that, but I believe I already have a couple corpus weapons that I kind of want to use. I don't remember what melee weapon I was going to use if I had one to set aside, but that new corpus shotgun I definitely want to use. And I think there's a corpus secondary that I was excited about. I don't know. But yeah, that's a possibility. So there's that. He brought back quite a few Prime mods. One of them being the shotgun damage. The Prime shotgun. I forgot what it's called. But that's a good one. That's a good one to pick up for sure. And then, what else? What else did he bring? He brought the Kavat Baro attachment. He also brought the Sayandana, the Yomoko Sayandana Prisma Baro, or Prisma Sayandana or something like that. He brought that as well. He brought like a oh, I don't have it. No, I have the old Tethra's Doom, I think it was. It was this glowing shoulder attachment type thing. Shoulder sigil. And boop, 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 boop. I popped way too many of those down just because I was a little low on health. But if you don't have the Tethra's Doom sigil thing, this might be the next best attachment to put on your arm. It's like a glowing Baro style sigil, or not? It's not a sigil. It's technically it's like a the arm attachment. I forgot what they call it. Maybe it is a sigil. I don't know. But that's a thing. I think it's kind of cool. It's just a little bit expensive for. It's like 400 ducats and like, I don't know, over 100,000 credits, maybe even over 200,000 credits. And I kind of want it. I just haven't been ducat farming too much recently. So I need to ducket farm if I'm going to consider getting the Kavat attachment, the arm sigil attachment, and the Prisma Sayandana. So that's gonna cost me around 1,000 to somewhere between 1,000 and 1,200 ducats, and I don't want to part with. I don't really want to part with that many ducats right now because I haven't been farming them. But I don't know. I might get them, but I don't know how soon you guys will see those in any of my builds. But yeah, we're close to being done. We're about to get our 100 cryotic from that, and then we will we'll get this last extractor, and we will be out of here. Video's a little lengthy, so sorry about that. I did try to get out because I got the invite from Daniel the Demon. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get in there. That kind of would have been cool to do a farm with those guys, because they've got I'm sure he's got a pretty good party running that. So would have been nice. But last one should be good. Let's do that. Do that. I think we're pretty much good. Let me run over here and grab these. Boop. Boop, boop. Got it. Okay. Blast another one of those down. Boop. Boop. Okay. Grab that. Boom, boom. And boom, 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 boom. Cool. Alright. Alright, we just need this one more. There's that. Alright, awesome. Oh, I accidentally undid my 4. Oops. Alright. Cool. Should be good. And, oh yeah, I didn't really go over my, my theme and design behind this, frame. You guys probably have already seen this design, but this is the Grax Tenogen skin by Favin, and I set this up as though this Ember is doing the Grenier Queen's bidding. So this frame will go out, this Ember will go out and punish the Grenier that the Queen is unhappy with. They'll go out and rid the Corpus, or not Corpus ships, the Grenier ships of infestation, return to Grenier bases that have been infested, and try to take them back so that they can continue their Grenier, I don't know, their master plan of the Grenier or whatever. So this Ember is in is basically under the Queen's command. So as you can see, she's got her, what's it called, the Kuva braid designs, attachments, and stuff on her. I really like, let's see if I can get it. Yeah, I really, oh, come on. That braid on, yes. That braid that hangs around her shoulder like that comes off of the Kashag. I think it's just absolutely fantastic little, you know, accent to kind of this design. I would love to see a female frame with almost like a ponytail braid or something like that out of her helmet. I think that'd be really, really cool. But that's like the next closest thing that I could get to like a Kuva based Grenier Warframe. And oh my gosh, it looks so good. I have her in pink. I didn't want to go with Grenier colors for this frame just because I really wanted to give it a personal Warframe touch, and the pink Ember I just think is such a cool design with this Tenogen skin. So hope you guys enjoy it. She runs the Javlock, she runs the twin Rogas, and then, like I said, the Kashag. So all Kuva based, you know, the Guardians like weapon type stuff. So pretty cool, pretty cool. Obviously the Javlock is technically like the prosecutor weapons or whatever, but I feel like I feel like it's just a perfect, like, aggressive type weapon. I love the fact that she takes the spear out and chucks it at the enemy, and then she pulls out another, like, polearm type weapon and then just goes to town melee-wise. I just think it's really cool to be, like, a dual polearm wielding frame. I would love to see if somehow DE could come up with, like, a dual wielding polearm, like a melee stance or something. I mean, it's pretty unrealistic, but then again, Warframe is all about, like, the insane designs for weapons and stuff like that. It reminds me of in Dynasty Warriors. I forgot her name, but it's Lubu's daughter that has the dual pole arms or something like that, and then they just like she dual wields that thing. That thing's sick. But anyways, we're gonna leave it there. I'm surprised, honestly, I got through that. I'm a relatively low-leveled Ember, and I wasn't expecting to get through that, but we did it. We talked about a few things. Sorry if this seemed a little too negative, but I'm kind of curious if you guys have similar experiences, or are there other games that you feel like are like super toxic? Let me know. For example, I'm playing Final Fantasy XIV, which will be on the channel here shortly. But that's one of those games where MMOs, almost everybody in that game is like really friendly. I have encountered a couple people that are like the same thing, where it's like, you're a terrible tank. You should not, you know, like, whatever. They're telling you you're playing your character wrong, which, you know, it may, I don't know, just stop playing public lobbies if you are upset with the way people play the game. But with that said, are there any games that you feel like are super toxic? And what kind of toxic experiences have you had? I hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry this is a little long, but, yeah, a little long. Sorry. Thank you. Until next time, guys. Blow!